Hey, we're officially live. Everyone can see us now. Welcome to Team Gutter Rats. This is basically our weekly Cyberpunk Red team of baddies. Everyone say hello. Let's check those mics real quick.
Hello.
Hello, cyber mutants.
Oh, yeah, I can hear everybody. Everybody looks good. Chat, let us know along the way if anyone gets frozen or muted, and we'll get that fixed right away. You know how live streams go. Sometimes that shit happens. This is our weekly Cyberpunk Red team. Team Gutter Rats. It's a team of baddies basically doing bad shit. Well, they're encouraged to do bad shit all throughout Night City and anywhere else. Well, now they're entering Neo Vegas, but still baddies. Lots of shit has happened to this team so far. I really recommend you go to the Cybernation Uncensored YouTube channel and check out all the VODs so you can catch up on all the craziness that has happened. I'll do a little mini recap right as we get started, but before we do that, allow me to introduce everyone around the table. We got Alex, who plays Wolfman the Nomad, Matt, who plays Leon the Lawman Nomad, Vulpus, who plays Toymaker, Tech Nomad, Noland, who plays Nox the Solo, and Shig, who plays Ripper the Solo, and I am GM Rob Mulligan. I'm the Game Master here. I'm also the founder of Cybernation Uncensored, and by that I ask you, please give us a subscribe and a follow here on Twitch and also on YouTube. If you see us on like 30 plus podcast sites, leave us a cool rating on one of those too. We would really appreciate the support. We also have an active Patreon. We would really love your support on that. Lots of different tiers and stuff. It really keeps us moving forward with new games, new streams, and just new content, and it keeps the lights on the website and all kinds of shit. So seriously, check that out. Give us some support there. So look, I want to give a shout out to those that do pour fuel on the fire on Patreon, because it means a lot to us, like I said, and we've got quite a few supporters there that do that, as well as some of our player shout-outs I want to do, like Alex Maxwell, Nicholas, a.k.a. the King Square, Renegade 420, Anthony Rogers, the Land of Wolves, Terrafan, Rufio, rest in peace, brother, Brock and Witch, PWB, Craghorst, Ty, a.k.a. Tizer46, Ninsanity, Tyrus, Vulpus, Vox, Nolan, North, Matty, V, and Shig, right here playing with us, as well as our partners, Sirenscape, Fantasy Grounds, and Loke Battle Maps. Got to give them some shout-outs. And a quick shout-out to our Talsorian Games, sending me that advanced copy of the Night City source book for Cyberpunk Red. It is fucking amazing. I had high expectations and I was worried about that, but it did not let me down. I'm going to be putting out a bunch of videos and shit about that starting on the 17th, so look out for that on the Cybernation Uncensored YouTube. I might run some live streams of it just to kind of show off some parts of it that I want to show off. But yeah, check it out. This is Team Gutter Rats. They've been through a lot. I'm not going to do a big recap. I'm just going to say this. Look, they basically stole, didn't steal. They got out of a sticky situation that ended up with them confiscating an AV-4 multi-purpose Aerodyne high-advanced Chu-2 vertical thrust engine-powered flying vehicle. They were able to remove the tracking device and take it over. It's a nice, badass little custom-made AV. And once they got that and they got the hell out of their sticky situation, they decided to head to Neo Vegas. That's where they're approaching. They also have this exec guy that's goes by Johnny Silverleg that they rescued from the crazy scenario that they were in. He was naked. They ended up killing some wolves in the Badlands to give him some hides to wear. Kind of looking rough for an exec. So the team decided before they really set into Neo Vegas, first things first, they're going to stop at a little clothing shop, maybe on the edge of the city, just to get him some new digs, and then maybe grab a bite to eat to remove the negative penalties that they've been suffering from just being out in the middle of fucking nowhere, and then head into Neo Vegas. I know the team in the last session mentioned, aside from clothes and food, taking Johnny Silverleg to Net 54 to drop him off. Maybe there's a reward, maybe he's a new friend, maybe there's something to that. And then check out Neo Vegas and just kind of post up. They are using this as maybe a mini vacation, maybe an excuse to get out of Night City after all the shit that just recently went down. I don't know, but that's where we're at. Let me get some Sirenscape sounds going, put us out on the streets. Let's see here. I'll pull back the music a little bit. I'll pull back the sirens a little so they don't overpower. And I'm going to say this. Look. The team is flying in this AV. They're heading into Neo Vegas. You can see in the distance as you're approaching the city, as the Badlands kind of just melt into like combat zone-esque looking dystopia, and this just spans for miles leading into the city, miles and miles of this combat zone. Then it kind of comes into an edge of like outer shops, this outer kind of rim or ring of shops, and just like kind of lower level living conditions. I wouldn't call it combat zone, right outside of that per se. And then beyond that, you can clearly see like sky rises and tall buildings, corporate neon signs. Oh, you see Net 54 in the distance too. You see a bunch of those, and then beyond that, an almost unbearable glow of like neon hollow ads and drones, and just the sky is filled above the strip that you can see past all the corpo buildings, just glowing and just spotlights and just chaos over there. Just tons of lights you see in the distance. But you I believe in the last session we said you kind of put in the GPS auto track to like just a local clothing shop to get Johnny Silverleg some digs. We'll say that you find a place. Yeah, right on the edge of the combat zone, a little strip mall, a little sort of Rags Are Us sort of place. They do have suits in there. They have normal clothes, all kinds of clothes. Very affordable. Maybe not the best exec gear, but something better than wolfskin, I'd say.
Wolfskin and blood,
yeah. And this strip mall just so happens it has some landing pads on the roof for AVs aside from traditional parking and stuff. So it's perfect. You all land down in. You're posted up. It's busy. It reminds you of Night City districts in that, it is just as crowded, bumper to bumper, people everywhere. You can hear in the distance combat zone sounds and gunshots and crazies. You can hear towards the strip just nonstop hollow ads and advertisements, and it's just chaotic. But here you are. You get into the clothing shop, and unless there's anything specific to get into there, I can streamline that a bit in saying that it's going to be 50 eddies for a full generic suit for Johnny Silverleg. He's asking if anybody has anything, because obviously he's got nothing but wolf skins. Can anybody?
I'll spot him 100.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you spot him some cash. He's thankful. He gets into a suit quickly, kind of cleans up a bit. Still has some blood stains and things. His leg's still fucked up. He's still limping with that stick, but yeah, he's got a suit now. He feels better. He's like, finally feeling like myself. I can't thank you guys enough. Seriously, I will get you back. You get me to Net 54. I got you. Oh God.
I'm thinking you should get make the whole like wolf skin thing like part of your new look.
Yeah, no.
You have
No.
have those tailored. So at this, we're at kind of like a mini mall, right?
Yeah.
They're like a vendor or something where I can find a shower and a can.
Yeah, you do see there's like some public restrooms and sort of street rest stop sort of spot, which there are a lot of those kind of throughout Combat Zone and through some of these districts. And yeah, you can basically pay like 5 eddies to get in there, basically get like a 10-minute shower, clean up a little bit. There's also a burger joint in the strip, and you see a taco cart out on the street out front there. So you got some food options too.
Yeah.
Sometimes self-care is dissociating and eating $50 worth of tacos. So I think I'm going to drop a cool hundo on Mexican food and Flintstone's chewable morphine.
Tacos and sushi and antidepressants. Yeah. Fucking go.
Yeah, so anybody that wants to clean up a little bit and at least refresh, just deduct, the 5 eddies from your cash there. Consider yourself pretty cleaned up. At least you're not dusty, dirty, or covered in blood. And then after that, Johnny Silverleg is totally down to get some food. He looks over. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna hit the burger joint." He looks at the taco cart. He's like, I'm gonna grab a burger," and he kind of goes into the like fast food burger joint.
This guy doesn't
trail him.
enjoy street meat. Or not tacos.
Yeah, and you go up, since we'll say, what's everybody else doing first off? You see Detective Leon heading towards the taco truck after cleaning up. Everyone cleaned up. You see Johnny Silverleg going into the burger joint. Where's everybody else going? First off, we didn't even step into the character overlay. What the hell? I feel like I'm talking to my players. Players, get the fuck out of my face. Become your characters. There you go. Overlay is officially switched.
I'm always my player character.
But what's everybody? Wolfman. Let's start with Wolfman. Wolfman, what are you doing?
Wolfman would definitely pay the good 5 eddies for like a 10-minute shower, or if it's just like some street urchin with a fire hose.
Baby white. He's got a baby white.
Yes.
He flips it. One side was for Detective Leon, the other side was for Wolfman. I'm kidding.
Yeah. But it's to get that nice like caked on deep desert grit out of them as best as it can, or even make pony up a little bit more for like some some like actual like nice shampoo, and then he is absolutely gonna get himself like a good handful of street tacos, like a good a good five soft tacos, and if they sell, it's Vegas. I'm sure they have like vending machines for beer. If they sell them in like Crush and Miller High Life sizes, absolutely, I'm getting one of those.
Nice,
Oh,
yeah. We'll say they got it. Yeah, they've got the options here. What about Knox? What would Knox be doing? Following Detective Man, Wolfman, or Johnny Silverleg?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna follow Silverman or Silverleg because I trust him as much as I can throw him, and we need to keep an eye on the prize.
Nice.
But yes, what kind of burgers do we have on display here?
I mean, it's a whole slew of options here. It's all like synth meat, no real meat here. A bunch of synth meat, but every flavor you can think of, every combo. It almost reminds you of kibble combos and flavors. There's some weird things here, and I'll let you think about that and decide what you want to order. Toy Maker, where are you going?
And this is Las Vegas. I am not going to be stopping at the burger joint. I'm going to be spinning I'm trying to find the best place to eat everywhere, just the top tier.
Yeah, right here, nothing. I mean, you've got two options right here. You're on the edge of the combat zone. You've got a taco cart that says Scorpion Sting Cart. It's got a little scorpion logo and stuff. Chubby Mexican dude with like a cyber arm with a bunch of spatula shit. He's like flipping tortillas and stuff with it.
Chubby Mexican.
And then you see in the burger
100%.
joint, basically, you see like fast food burger joint with like a synth wall of like vending machines with all these burger combo options.
I'm a nomad. I know better.
Wait,
100% going to the taco.
What's the name of the cart? The taco cart?
It says Scorpion Sting. Yeah, Scorpion Sting
Okay.
Cart. What about Ripper?
I can get a taco.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so what I'm getting is Leon, Wolfman, Ripper, Toy Maker all kind of go to the Scorpion Sting Cart. You see this sort of Spanish chubby dude with the cyber arm spatula flipping all these tortillas, making tacos. You make your orders as Knox kind of follows Johnny into the burger place, getting some burgers with Johnny Silverleg. So yeah, everybody deduct that money. The guy introduces himself as Scorpio. I'm Scorpio. He's a grizzly looking kind of dude. He's got a scorpion, modded scorpion tail, and like I said, a big cyber arm with a bunch of like mods and stuff to kind of cook with, basically. Yeah, and he basically sells you some tacos. I mean, if you're just going to get a few tacos, we'll say like 10 to 25 EBs. Leon mentioned dropping $100 and getting like, fat bag mountain of tacos. Yeah, and Leon, everybody gets served their tacos and eats, but when Leon drops that 100 and gets the big amount, that grizzly-looking guy, Scorpio, kind of like leans into you, Leo, and he like looks around, and then he kind of whispers in your ear, and he says, what conversation are you looking for?
As he just like, okay, my Spanish it's a little rusty, but yo soy cocaine.
That wouldn't cost 100, amigo. But sure, okay. He starts going in the back of his cart, pulls out some synth coke.
Cool. All right. So synth coke goes for $20 a pop. I'll get 2 things of cocaine, and the rest of it is actually in tacos. That I'll also just like share the dirty taco bag with the rest of the gang, because it has been an insane last couple of days. Everyone deserves a taco.
Dude, you
I'll take that offer.
Nice.
Pour
And
the
yeah,
synth coke in the bag and shake it up like a beignet.
You took the words right out of my mouth there.
shake and bake.
Yeah,
I believe those are
exactly.
called shaker fries.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna cocaine McShaker some carnitas.
Yeah, when you do that, Leon, one thing you notice, I mean, even without a human perception, like the guy definitely like looks a little confused, like no conversation, okay, and he kind of gives you the synth coke, and you get that, and everybody eats it. Over to Knox, you're in the burger joint with Johnny Silverleg. You see him just get a couple basic burgers. He gets them plain. He's like, I don't like these synth condiments and stuff. I'm much more into top tier food, but fucking starving, dude. Just gonna get something. He starts ordering and getting the burgers. What does Knox get? What do you do?
I'm getting a pad thai wrapped up all in a burger with some like sriracha and mayo hot sauce and a fried egg or a fried synth egg or whatever looks to be like an egg. I don't even know what it is anymore, but
It's an egg,
that
but you
sounds
don't
like
know
it's
where
really
from.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know what kind.
I'm used to eating a bunch of random different shit from just being out in the bush all the time, so this is probably a delicacy to some people.
Oh yeah, it tastes great.
And you know, when you go through like the menu kiosk, like they in the sub setting, it's actually under the cultural appropriation menu.
There you go.
All right, let's go
Cool.
over to Wolfman, Leon, Ripper, and Toymaker. Everyone eating tacos. Going to Fantasy Grounds and give me a 1d10 and let me know if it lands on a 1 or 2.
Oh boy.
Okay, I guess this is how we see who casts unlimited diarrhea. I don't. Did it roll line? I tried to. Let me try and throw the dice again. I don't think it showed.
You gotta be
mine.
inside the box for it to.
There we go. All right, so we're rolling high. Hopefully this is good. We're gonna find out.
Okay, what did everybody get?
5.
9 for me.
Cool, good to go. Yeah, you eat your tacos. They taste pretty good. The meat's a little questionable. You can't tell if it's synth or real or what the fuck it is. But hey, the seasoning and everything, like, it's on point. It's hitting. Tastes incredible, spicy, tangy, addictive. But yeah, like, yeah, you basically eat that.
Bit
It
of
tastes
stop,
pretty
a
good.
little bit of kibble, probably some coyote in there.
Could be whatever.
I'm not blowing my dinner back up off the tank, right?
But yeah, you finished that, and it's just around that time. Johnny's done with Knox. He kind of like steps out, looks to you, Knox, like, hey, you want to grab the rest of them and get going? Man, I would really fucking like to get back to Net 54.
Absolutely. Let's go back there, but hang on a second.
So,
Why were you out there? What made you so special? Why were you abducted?
I have no fucking idea, man. 1 minute we're going through this fucking box to do this report on this like weird like puzzle hard drive thing that we couldn't get. One of our techs gets it open, and then I'm blasted with like hooks and chains and shit, getting tortured by those weird dudes with pins in their heads and shit. And then next thing I know, I wake up in some rubble. You're dragging me out of the fucking dirt, man. It was like some brain dance thing. I don't know. I mean, I'm telling you now, man. I do article research and story research for Net 54. I'm not that important. I don't know.
Do you know who brought you this puzzle box?
No.
Out of curiosity?
No, we found it on location. We were doing a story on some gang, and they basically got flatlined. We thought it was Militech, could have been Arasaka, could have been NCPD. We weren't sure. We were investigating, but they had a bunch of loot and shit there. And yeah, man. To be honest, like one of our tech guys kind of jacked the hard drive to see if we could track down kind of any footage and crack the story, but it wasn't any footage on that fucking hard drive, man. Whatever the fuck that was, I don't know.
Whoever the torture nerds were might have been casting a wide net. We also found a room full of gang goons in there when we were busting our way out.
Just trying to piece it together internally in my mind as to why and how we got there. So just gonna start formulating questions in my head to ask around town to see if we can figure out anything and maybe have a big score somewhere.
Or at the very least, find out who paid to have us robot VR tortured and then torture them back.
Absolutely, but yeah, so kind of just like taking the lead and grabbing onto Silverleg's hand because he's a high value asset target for me and he has no equipment besides his wolf underwear and his suit.
Well, we got him some real clothes now, but yeah, it totally makes sense that Nox would go into force protection mode as we're so close to the drop-off.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, all of you are back together out street side. You finished eating the tacos, the burgers are kind of gathered up. And yeah, Johnny just says like, hey, you mind we get going? It's, day's kind of moving on. I'd like to get back.
Yeah, high time. High time to get going. Come on, let's go get this guy and get paid and then let loose in Vegas.
Yeah, we're gonna let loose in Vegas as I just like reapply another Band-Aid. Calling out my agent, cheapest hospital in Vegas.
Yeah, you looked that up. Well, all aboard the the new highfalutin flying chariot. And we'll get our little VIP where it needs to be.
Yeah, and you get into you can get back into the AV4 and kind of take off from the strip mall, kind of get out of this urban edge, as it's kind of called. It's right there on the edge of the combat zone, and kind of entering the Corpo ring or barricade of all the Corpo skyscrapers and stuff before it gets into the strip. What I'll say is, as you get into that AV4 and kind of start approaching, Johnny looks at you and he's like, "Whoa, you guys never been to Vegas?"
I've never had a contract over here.
Yeah, like, okay, yeah, you see that shit right there? And he like points to, there's like a hollow sign just kind of floating with some drones. And it basically is kind of pre-leading into the Corpo zone and strip where all like the holograms and neon advertisements and signs and all the craziness kind of starts. And it just says no fly zone. And then he points down and you can see like these parking garages for AVs, for gyrocopters, any type of like airborne vehicles. And you see like all these like kind of landing pads on this sort of series of parking garages that kind of are on the outer strip before you enter this Corpo and strip zone. And then he says, "Man, you guys haven't been here, man. I can give you a little breakdown. I mean, honestly, like the skies above the strip and anywhere within about 10 clicks are a no-fly zone, like hard no-fly, man. Like the only thing allowed up there are endless parade of hollow ads, drone swarms, and corporate aero zeps blaring 24/7, like neo holograms the size of fucking city blocks and shit, just like thumping bass floating around these sound rigs and just massive glowing zeppelins dragging casino jackpots across the night. It's nonstop, man, brain melting and shit. But like if you try to get through there in an AV, the automated military will flak you, man. They'll just fucking take you out. It's you'll become expensive confetti before you even clear the first billboard. So yeah, we got to park in a garage with the AV, and we can get a cab. If we can get it to Net 54, man, I will cover it once we get there. They'll cover it. Like I'm an employee. I'm registered. But yeah, man, we can't be flying up there, and we don't want to fuck around, man. If you guys haven't been here, like Neo Vegas, pretty much it's not a city anymore. It's pretty much a corporate fiefdom wearing Nevada's corpse like a cheap skin suit, man. Like thanks to a Mountain of Arasaka and Militech lobbyist back in 22, the sprawl got independent city status on paper while still technically squatting inside the free states. But in reality, the only laws that matter here are the ones the casinos and their corpo sponsors write on the back rooms of the Cosmopolitan and the Red Rock, you know what I mean? And the NVPD is pretty much just a joke in blue uniform, so don't expect shit from them. Like, there's maybe 200 badges total in the entire strip, and they're pretty much there for tourist selfies and, like, to look busy, basically, when news drones swing by. Like, we cover them in Net 54, but it's just fluff pieces, man, I'm telling you. They'll ticket a Joy Boy for littering or break up a bar fight, but anything bigger, basically, is handed straight to the private security teams, and most casinos outsource to Militech kill squads, or like riot pacifiers. There's a few like Bellagio M Resort, and they keep their own chrome heavy enforcers, and Arasaka Shadows, Biotechnical Reapers, just basically whatever flavor of death they bought this quarter, man. It's across the house, and you don't get a trial, you get a visit, you know what I mean? And with Arasaka lobbying to actually have a presence here, it can get pretty dangerous. So like, I recommend we park in the garage, we'll cab it to Net 54, and like let's lay low.
Yeah, I'm a fan of I can't get shot anymore. I can't get shot anymore.
Making note of get the AV to ground car conversion kit as soon as possible.
Yeah. Can we get Leon some copium too, man? He's not taking this damn being hurt so well.
Just give him some black lace and he'll be okay.
I mean, there's
I think he's already had some.
There's some good Ripper docs around in town, and med joints and shit. Like if we get to Net 54, I'll talk to him. Maybe I can, get you guys an appointment, get you guys a visit, help clean you up, like on the Corpo dime or something, man. Like I really appreciate it.
Yeah, if you know a place, yeah, that'd be pretty banging.
Oh, okay.
I look at our suit guy, and I just like brush off the dust off his shoulder and say, "You are one very, very lucky individual, and someone who has so much information might actually know something. Do you know where one would go to do trades on illicit deals and barter for information?"
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly, but I know like one of the main casinos here does like black market shit in one of their back rooms. There's a couple other spots like on the edge of the combat zone. But I'm not as familiar. Like, keep in mind, like I'm Night City all day, every day, man. But like I do come to Vegas. I do get gigs here between Net 54. So like I know the city, but not that well.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. If I need a contact, you're gonna be high on my list for now.
Yeah, look, hey, take my agent, man. Like, and he gives you his agent number to save. Like, I obviously I don't have it on me, but I'll get my new one. They'll recap the same corpo number, man. That's my number.
Excellent. Thank you, Choom. Well, boys, I guess we gotta land this shit.
Makes
Ripper?
sense. You know, I'd rather not dodge, like, you know, we'll probably get paid a lot better if we don't have a stinger up our ass.
Yeah, and
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do it at the parking garage. And when you do this, you see that first thing is first, at the parking garage, you have to pay. It's basically 20 eddies a day just to post the AV here. When you land it, it basically locks the bottom, like locks into the thrusters. And you have a number on your lot spot where the AV is. And then there's kind of like a kiosk or whatever. So one of you is going to have to you know, plug in your cred chip to basically be charged 20 eddies a day to your cred. Out of all 5 of you, which one do you think would have, like, you know, the equivalent of a credit card cred chip? You know what I mean?
Ooh, not me.
Probably Leon.
Yeah, probably.
Fine,
So
privilege.
I'll stick my chip in there. You said it's 20 clams a day.
Yeah, you would just basically plug it in, and it's going to automatically charge 20 a day until you come back in and plug in your code to unlock the AV and leave. You know what I mean?
All right, sounds good. I'll slap mine on there because I'm like the closest thing we have to a solid registered citizen.
Yeah.
Excuse the hell out of me.
At this area where these AVs are and other vehicles, what is security looking like here? Is it would it be automated, or
Yeah, give me a
are
perception.
there any?
Yeah, give me a perception
Ooh,
if you want to look around.
Time to do an ocular pat down.
Yeah, and everybody can do that pretty much. I would imagine everybody getting here for the first time, stepping out, would look around, kind of absorb the environment before you move on, right?
Good old 15.
Nice.
Smells very corpo to me.
It does indeed.
Oh yeah, Vegas is very corporo driven, as Johnny told you. You know, it's they had a lot of lobbying back in the day, and it's truly an independent city.
It's no longer corporate.
Oh,
it's
shit.
corp bro.
I can't roll that.
Still got, yeah, there it is. On Toy Maker. Ooh.
That actually makes sense. I'm
Toy
very
Maker's busy.
uncomfortable here.
Yeah, you're busy. You're focused on other things right now, like landing the AV and yeah, being around this corpo city. But yeah, you kind of look around and get a lay of the land. You can see there are some turrets on the corners of each of these sort of like landing pad sections. Each section can fit about 10 AVs, and there's like multiple sections that align down this street. Like it's a series of parking garages and landing pads. But yeah, turrets on every corner. You don't really see any hidden security cameras, but you also know like they're hard to fucking see, and maybe your perception just wasn't good enough. You're a solo. You can kind of calculate that in your mind, but you don't see any. And you don't see any living people. You know, you see turrets and stuff, so you can kind of assume, oh, there must be some type of system or something controlling this shit, because if there's a turret, obviously, some type of automated environmental defense or something. There might be other things, but that's what you see right on these parking garages. Other than that, you can see the skyrise buildings all around with all the corpo stuff like leading into that, and just like the neon lights and shit. You also see on ground level of this parking garage, you see down at the bottom like a ton of fucking people, and out front there are some security guards, like private security guards in front of the parking garages, like real people. And then you also see like a slew of like taxi cabs and like private independent runners, like the equivalent of like futuristic Uber or Lyft. Like there's just all these sort of vehicles and things kind of picking people up to take them into Vegas from all these parking lots and garages and stuff. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave my rifle, sniper rifle, my super chrome javelin in the car, because it feels like everything's going to be a little bit short-lined if we do get into a firefight, so I'm going to leave that here, and I feel safe enough to leave it in this area, that our AV will not be raided. What do you guys think?
Vegas might not feel. Vegas doesn't exactly feel like a open carry your shoddy down the strip kind of vibe necessarily.
Yeah, and I'll say that Johnny does explain. He's like, look, man, Vegas is like the wild, wild west, like literally. Like you thought Night City was independent? No. Vegas is owned by the corpos. The cops are a joke. It's all private security. Like, you can walk around with your fucking weapons, but just not in like the high-end casinos and on the actual strip.
Check in.
Oh, we did get a raid, by the way.
Oh,
Wait, not a raid? No, dang it, Oscar, come on, man. I relied on you. But
yeah, I saw that too. I was like, oh, Oscar, what did I miss?
well, I guess
He's
When
telling.
is it
Oh, I
raid?
see it. Tabletop Misfits have joined. Okay, cool. Hey, what's up, dude? I think Oscar was telling him to raid us. Maybe, I don't know.
oh, maybe. But anyway,
Go back, start a
I'm
game,
gonna-
and then
yeah,
come back and raid us. No, I'm kidding.
Absolutely.
There we
I guess planning for the team, we should, get down to base level, get a cab, make it over 54, and then 54, and then figure out how we're going to get paid, and then go from there. What do you guys think?
I think that's a capital plan. First, let's get paid, and then we'll go to the doctor where they've got the night drugs.
I look at Leon.
Whatever makes you shut up.
Vegas is a fun town, but Daddy needs stitches and Percocet.
I kind of look at Leon and look at his dressings and kind of like go over them and say, Leon, you're going to need to dress this again.
Oh, yeah, the bastard will probably charge me if I, leak human juice all over his cab.
Look, guys, if we can get to net 54, man, I will tell them you saved my ass. I will get you guys some pay or something. I promise. Like, let's just get me there.
Let's book you home, and then
Yeah, absolutely.
probably have to roll a d20 to see how many ads for bunny ranches we see during the trip in 54 area.
Yeah, and also,
Rolls are luck to see if we get in combat cab karaoke.
shout out to Petra Pika or Petra Pika, giving those plus
Pika.
twos. Pika. Yeah, so you've got 2 plus
another
twos,
one.
and I've got a -2 as well for me. I think 2 plus 2s, if not 3. Let me double check that. But I just want to make sure they didn't
Sorry,
get missed,
Mr.
whoever's tracking them.
I don't think anyone's
Corporate
tracking
suits.
them anymore.
Someone has to
Mr.
track them.
Corporate's ass. Just you just grab his ass and just push him forward and say, "Come on, let's get going. We gotta get you home."
Yeah, and you get down,
I
there's like some typical combat cabs and taxi cabs and things like that. You can easily get in one. To get over to net 54, you're right on the edge of the Corpo. It's just going to be another 20 eddies just to go a few blocks into the Corpo section.
I'll spot it.
Nice. Yeah, you pay that and you get going. And you head into the Corpo zone, which is kind of on the edge of the strip. As you get in, the noises are kind of overwhelming. It's not just city sounds, but you can start to hear casinos and ads and just craziness coming from the strip. But you get into this Corpo zone, and it's just tons of skyscrapers. You can see familiar logos and brands and stuff. Same international Corpos that you see from Night City are here. But you get right to the Net 54 building, just a huge glass building, just skyrocketing to the skies. I mean, it's just super tall, but all chromed out and clear glass and very modernized. Huge fountain out front too. It's kind of lit up purple, a bunch of synth palm trees leaning over, big Net 54 sign. But when you get there and get out, you pay the taxi. Johnny's instantly kind of hobbling his leg, but you see he's kind of perking up. He's like, oh shit, home. Thank God. He starts kind of leading the way. He's like, come on. So kind of telling you all to follow him as he sets in.
Yeah, I'm keeping up with him.
I
Yeah,
am holding
absolutely.
my breath to see if this man explodes into soup right before we get in the front door.
Nice. But yeah, you start.
Turning my level dampeners down.
Yeah, he walks in, just kind of opening the door. You see a huge lobby, all these plants and trees kind of leaning over, almost sculpted bonsais and stuff kind of into this lobby, all marble pillars and floor, everything shiny. You see a sort of half circular desk in the center, a young girl sitting there, bunch of EMP lines, glowing synth hair, kind of glowing purple, and she kind of looks up and she's just like, hi, I'm Lacey, can I help you? Net 54. And Johnny just kind of puts up his hands towards the rest of you, kind of like almost gesturing like, you know, I've got this, like I'm in my element, you know, that sort of thing. Like you see he kind of has a bit of confidence now, you know, he's kind of timid out in the Badlands and stuff. As he gets in the city, he started acting a little more confident, got the suit, he started feeling better. Now he's in here, you see like standing up straight, like even with his limp, you know, he's just completely coming around, you know. But he goes up and he's like, Lacey, yes, I'm an employee. I'm with Net 54, just been through absolute fucking hell, was out in the Badlands. These guys saved my ass. Corporal reward, they returned me. I'm an employee, just do the typical reward stuff and just take care of them. And then before he can even finish, she kind of interrupts. Oh, okay, slow down, okay. And she starts typing in the computer. She's like, employee ID? He's like, ID 2610. Okay. Oh, okay, wait, you're a Malcolm? As in Chase Malcolm? And then Johnny goes, yeah, that's my uncle. Oh, okay. And she like pulls up, see her on the computer, and you see a bunch of like assistants kind of come over from a side room and instantly like grab Johnny, kind of escorting him forward. And she's like, clean him up, please. Suit upgrade. Get him to the medic 2. Gold treatment. He's a Malcolm. And you see everybody like, oh, and they're kind of like grab him as they're pulling him off. And as they're pulling him off, he like turns around, looks back at the rest of you, and he's like, hey, take care of my friends. Take care of them. As he's pulling off, he's like, call me, as he's like escorting off with the group. And they kind of like take him off into this elevator and just like kind of whisk him away. As that Lacey kind of like looks up. Okay, so you rescued him.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Do we get the gold treatment too?
Absolutely. Hold on. And she starts typing in. And then she like pulls out these creds and she's like, here you go. And she starts handing you these cred sticks. She's like, each one of these has 500 casino creds on it using any of the casinos in town. And then here's another 500 creds just enjoying the city. Thank you so much. She hands you that. And then she says, oh, and I scheduled a data cab concierge tour. It's out front. It'll take you anywhere you need to go throughout the city. It'll kind of show you around. And during your entire visit, it'll just take you anywhere you want to go during your visit here. Just not the combat zone. Keep that in mind. But thank you so much for returning one of our own.
My pleasure.
Well, thank you.
Goes to toy maker. Fucking Nepo money, dude.
Do you guys have any leads on a?
Good here.
Hey, do you guys have any doctors that you work on? Maybe a team hospital?
Well, we don't have a public sort of medical facility or option for that or service, but I can tell you right now that our data cab concierge can absolutely take you to one if you need to go. I've already set it up to give you a tour of the city, and during your entire visit and stay in the city, it'll be your ride. It'll take you anywhere you need to go. We've got it covered.
Is there any alcohol in the cab?
No, there's not, but and Knox, give me a 1d10. Let me know if it's above your luck stat
Oh man,
or below your luck stat.
should be easy. Oh, below, you want it below? Then
Oh,
it's not-
below or above? I'm just asking.
Yeah, luck is where you
it'll
want to
be-
roll low.
So my luck is 3 and I rolled a 5.
Okay, yeah, she's.
I'll let you
I'm
do it.
sorry, we don't serve any liquor. This is a data cab concierge. It's usually for the public, but we privatize it for employees and for guests and stuff, so I can do that. But however, feel free, use those cred chips in the casinos, whether you want to gamble, use it on drinks. Plus, you got that extra 500 eddies for bringing one of our own back. So feel free to buy some liquor. Concierge data cab will take you to a liquor store or a casino.
I got
Sweet.
something we can do before we head out. Well, not before we head out, but once we get there. I got this. I'm very
Well, I guess-
uncomfortable here, but I've got this. Let's get to the cab. Let's get ourselves cleaned up. Let's get this Leon plugged, because he's already spilled about probably 5 pints just standing here. He's looking a little white.
I don't know what you're talking about. As like the shakes start coming in, as like, yeah, I should probably see a doctor before the black lace wears off and I start feeling things again.
Yeah, Lacey looks up and goes, you know what, let me, and she types in for a little bit, and she's like, yeah, I just programmed data cab to take you to the local medical facility. There's a couple options. There's also Ripperdoc. I don't know what budget you're looking for, but I programmed that in before the tour. Feel free to go get taken care of before your tour. She looks you all up and down, kind of like, damn, you're fucked up.
Whatever budget you guys pay for.
Excellent. So,
Yeah.
is the cab outside of the building, or would we have to walk?
Yeah,
a bit?
when you look out front, where you came in, right in that sort of like half circle pull up from the outer street, you can see like a line of data cabs. They kind of look like combat cabs, but obviously like much nicer, very polished up, and new paint job. But you can see it there. It almost looks like think of like those cargo van people mover things, like to get to an airport from a hotel look, right? Like it can fit maybe up to 10 people if it needed to. But she points to one. You can see the doors automatically open up. It's right in front. She says, "It's waiting for you."
Excellent.
Right.
I'm making my way towards it.
Yeah, time to start making the great schlep.
Stina, you want to help me drag him? Get him in this cab, just kind of drag him out of the atrium outside. Poor Leon.
Don't worry.
Oh, look, he's talking to himself again.
I can
Yeah,
walk.
I know.
Yeah, I can. Don't worry, I can walk. The black lace hasn't worn off yet.
I need a fucking ball gag.
Yeah, and you make your way out there, and it's like I described, very modernized sort of van sort of look, right? But data cab basically, and it just says data cab concierge. You can see the Net 54 logo on the side. In the front, like the side doors are open, and there's kind of like individual seating. There's a few rows of seating, but in the front, there's no shotgun seat. It's like one center seat driver sort of look. But you can see it's kind of like a synth, sort of like cyborg robotic looking humanoid thing. Like you haven't really seen these, because in the automated vehicles in Night City, there's not like this sort of fake driver, right? They're just kind of automated, autonomous, or whatever. This one actually has like a half body robot. Like the lower part is into the vehicle, the upper part is like a person, and when you get in, it completely turns around to face you, even though the vehicle is like pulling out to move forward. But it turns around to face you, and it just says, "Hello, welcome to Data Cab Concierge. What's everyone's names?" And it starts looking at all of you.
Oh my God, we're getting Johnny cabbed.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Well, hello, I'll be your Data Cab Concierge. I'll give you a tour of Neo Vegas, and then I'll be authorized to take you wherever you want to go during your stay. Just text this number. Please feel free to give me a name to personalize our interactions during our time together. It starts looking at all of you.
Bob.
Very well. I'm Bob. Nice to meet you. Where should we go? And the car starts pulling out as it's facing backwards to you.
Hospital.
I see in my programming you're looking for medical services before your tour.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Need hospital.
Sure. What level of medical facility do you need? Are you looking for a Ripper doc, a medical facility, a trauma team? And it starts listing off like from higher end hospitals down to like a Ripper doc.
Bobby cab.
How bad? I mean,
Like Oscar says, it's Bobby Cab. It's not Johnny
how
Cab.
bad
It's
are
Bobby Cab. What was that, Toy Maker?
I was wondering how bad Leon was, hit point wise, so I could actually kind of judge it.
Yeah.
Oh, I am at 6 out of 45.
Okay.
Oh,
we
man,
would like
yeah, you're
Tom,
hurting.
please.
The answer is, how injured am I? And the question is, how
Yeah.
injured am I? The answer is grievously.
I was
You
gonna
are
say
a
yes.
conversation. Yes.
Yeah, yes. But I guess, to the hospital with trauma and, Leon,
Right away.
I guess today's your lucky day.
It spins around, vehicle starts hauling ass down the streets, cutting in and out, pulls up to a hospital. You see like a trauma team division, an emergency, and normal medic facility. It's a pretty big place, normal hospital. But pulls right in, gets you in. And we don't need to go through this in great role play detail. We can kind of streamline this a bit. Anyone that needs to be healed can go in there and drop some cash for typical healing. I don't know at what level you need, paramedic or first aid. I don't know what everyone's HP is at. But, typical hospital stay, it's going to be anywhere from, I believe, like 50, 100, 500, 1,000. It just depends on how much. Also, you have the option, and this is kind of just a homebrew thing. We'll say that when you're there, everyone can get hit with a hypo heal, sort of speed heal or whatever, from the local doctor, aside from the regular treatment stuff. Because I want to give you a little extra HP aside from the treatment. And then obviously with the tour and resting, figuring out where everyone's staying, hotels, casinos, whatever, we can also streamline a few days of rest before you actually engage if you need it. Like, again, I don't know how damaged everyone is.
That makes sense because like they can go on the tour, and if anything, Ripper would like. It's only because like Jimmy Cab is driving that the car actually stops. As she's like actively pushing me into the ER bay before wanting to get back on the tour.
I'm good with this to hot pop and out the door. I don't know about Ripper there.
I have your numbers. You can tell me where can tell me where we're camped.
Yeah, we'll send you where we're at. Max, how are you doing?
I have got Wolfman has the advanced antibodies, so he'll be able to heal up full with some rest. Though absolutely, if they're gonna offer the speed heal as like a souvenir, I'll absolutely pocket it if they're going to allow us to take it.
Well, you wouldn't be able to take it and use it. It can only be used by a med tech, and they wouldn't give it to you, but they'll administer it for free. Like I said, it's just an additional HP that you can instantly get.
Why the fuck not? Yeah, drugs are drugs. I'll take it.
Yeah.
He likes it in the neck, by the way.
Yeah, so anyone that wants that speed heal, you automatically, I believe it's your body stat back to your...
body plus will.
Body will.
Or
yeah, body. No, I think it is body plus will. I think you're right, the speed heal. And it might involve like the med tech stat too. I can't remember, I don't have that right in front of me. But either way, take that body and will and add it to your HP. Anybody that needs it. And then anybody that's beyond that, we can say that you can stay there with Leon, get some further treatment and stuff to kind of heal up more and get some rest. And the rest of you can continue on with Bobby Cab, basically, this data cab tour. And you can have, live stream with your agent with Detective Leon while he's posted up in the hospital, so he can still get all the info and sites and stuff.
Nah, we'll just put it on mute.
While he's watching, I'm gonna get some
that's
Glen
savage
Gouldie
and I
and pour
love
it
it.
in. Check this out, Glen Gouldie, dude. They'll never have this.
Yeah, and then you can do the tour, and I'll figure out how much money and time it'll cost for me to actually like heal my ass up.
Okay. So yeah, let's just. Oh, sorry.
I was going to ask, Rob, are we using the extended humanity gain rules from the Cyber or Edge Runners mission kit? The like you throw a great party and you get them, or are we doing base? Red?
No, just base stuff right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Damn, can't go see Lion King and get all my humanity back.
No.
I know. I definitely needed to do this.
Yeah, like a week-long out-of-control liquor and cheeseburger party is a great way to restore your humanity.
I was thinking bachelor party, but okay. Yeah.
Another question: does the cab have a sunroof, or is the top can the top be removed so we can get like an aerial
Convertible?
Up?
Sure, yeah. I like that.
Excellent.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but you get that and you get back into...
brother,
you can get back into the data cab. Bobby asks, we're down a patron. Is everything okay? It notices that Detective Leon isn't with you.
Oh, we're doing great now.
He's
Okay,
needed
perfect.
his
That weight's
insulin.
gone.
Then we'll move on. I'll give you a tour. The data cab pulls out into the street and starts heading up into the strip. As it gets into the strip, you can see kind of like the off strip with like lower level casinos and hotels. It kind of passes that through and gets into the main strip and starts going down. I mean, it is bumper to bumper. It is chaotic. People everywhere, just partying, neons, just everything you would think out of Neo Vegas. As it goes down, it explains, I'll give you a brief tour of the casinos, the hotels, the restaurants, things and options for you here. However, if there's any in particular that you want further information about, in the end of the tour, I can present that to you. And then it starts going into the strip, and it points out basically and says, the casinos and hotels on the main strip run anywhere from 500 to 1,000 per night. You can see the Bellagio here. Arasaka Lux's Megacorp Palace features laser-laced kinetic water shows and heavy AR overlays. Chroma Elites chase neural-linked blackjack, while the O Show runs as a brutal VR drowning circus streamed live to Corpo feeds. And he's going to give you brief descriptions of all the casino hotels. You all listen to those. See if anything stands out or sticks out that interests you, that might be the place you want to stay. And then it keeps going down the road. He says, and there's Caesar's Palace, Militech's Roman fortress. It's patrolled by Centurion drones and wrapped in holographic laurels. The casino runs gladiator sims and stock crashing betting. Forum shops hawk black market cyberware while exec dine under surveillance. Caesar's Arena linked to the palace by the skywalks and built atop raised housing via eminent domain. That was a sticky situation. Very bad time here in Vegas. The floodlit arena hosts nightly cyber gladiator bouts, drone swarms, and changed monstrosities. Special events like executions, roller derby, corpo feuds, and massacres keep the stands packed. And then you have the Venetian here, run by Euro-Asian Syndicate. This flooded Venice replica uses chained AI gondola pods on canals for both rides. Keep in mind the canals are toxic. Please do not touch the water in those canals. For both rides are data smuggling. High-limit tables center artificial starlight with perpetual sunny day lighting that hides the actual time. So be careful. You can easily lose track in there. The Wynn Neo Vegas and Encore, owned by a trillionaire AI synth collective. He's actually a cousin of mine. This ultra-luxury spot glows with bioluminescence gardens under perpetual night skies. High rollers gamble in zero-grav chambers and stream mind-bending neural pleasure sims. For those who can pay the soul tax, of course. And then you have the Cosmopolitan, the last on the main strip here, fashion tech owned and ever mutating. The Cosmopolitan mixes rooftop infinity pool drone races, glitching ad heavy views, and pulsing underground raves where chrome fixers cut deals amid synthwave beats. And then that brings us to the off-strip casinos and hotels. The off-strip casinos and hotels run approximately 50 to 100 per night. You have the Red Rock Casino Resort and Spa. Militech's fortified Summerlin outpost offers upscale gaming and panoramic views of the irradiated mountains. Auto turrets guard the halls and drone fleets shield the pools, perfect for mid-tier execs unwinding after a corporate raid. Although I don't see any execs with your party, that might not be of interest to you. Let me tell you about the South Point Hotel Casino and Spa. South of the Strip, this gritty survivor holdout draws nomad crews and low-level fixers with a friendly but paranoid vibe. It features equestrian sim races, haptic bowling lanes, and value slots rigged just enough to keep the chrome poor players coming back. M Resort is right next door to that. Henderson's modern corporate retreat sits under constant drone patrols with cavernous halls and solid table minimums for street samurai. Excellent vat-grown dining and a laid-back atmosphere. Hide-heavy netrunner surveillance, ideal for discreet meets. Neo Orleans Hotel and Casino, a West Side locals den of affordable bolt holes with massive neon-lit casino floors, augmented bowling tournaments, and glitch-band live music and smoke-filled halls make it a favorite bolt hole for edge runners dodging corpo heat. And then last on this off-strip is the Silverton Casino, Southwest Badlands outpost, fused with a massive Bass Pro Shops megastore selling military-grade gear beside fishing sims. Relaxed gaming and black market bizarre vibes cater to desert rats and loyal chrome junkies, quietly owned by Continental brands and run by the former crime family Silvertons. On the up and up now, no more crime family there, you can rest assured. In between the off-strip and the main strip, there are a couple options, kind of in that in-between position. One of which is Circus Circus. These run about 100 to 200 per night. Perched on the frayed northern edge of the Neo Strip, this crumbling pre-corp carnival relic clings to life under a low-rent syndicate, rumored to be a Phil Ruffin AI ghost. Once family-friendly, it's now a glitchy fortress of screaming holographic clowns, black market midway arcades, spitting bootleg cred chips, and cyber-augmented freak shows on rusty trapezes. The derelict Adventure Dome runs jury-rigged zero-G coasters, AR jump scares, and underground fight clubs, while dirt-cheap bolt holes and retro coin slots make it the perfect paranoid hideout for broke edge runners and nomads. And then you have the Stratosphere towering above the strip, right in between the main strip and off strip, jutting 1,149 meters above the radioactive sand as the tallest structure in the sprawl. The Stratosphere is half filthiest braindance casino on the west coast. Upper floors stack blacked out BD pods for full sensory gambling and illegal death run derby sims that can flatline your mind. Lower suites offer private multi-user BD stations with four jacks each. The gutted top observation deck is now the Skybar event deck, a 360 armored ring of velvet lounges and real pre-collapse whiskey under Militech tight security, where corpos party while the Badlands burn below. Do any of these casinos and hotels sound of interest to you? It starts turning around and looking at you as the car just goes down the off strip, and it seems like it's on this pattern between the main strip, the off strip, and then obviously Circus and Stratosphere, which are kind of in between the main strip and off strip.
Oh wait, never mind. I'm not here. I can't suggest the most cursed option.
Well, you're on the
Yeah, you're
on the phone.
He's on mute.
And look, anybody can stay anywhere. The idea here is that whatever appeals to anybody, you can all collectively go to a casino hotel, or if some of you were interested in certain ones that others aren't, we could split the party 5 ways if you need to. But it's up to the team. But that's the gist description that he gives of all the main casinos and hotels. And it asks, where should I take you?
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
I'm not sure if you'll know this, Bob. Which casino has the highest Theo? Or comp? I'm not sure if you know that term.
Hold on. What was that? Say that again.
The highest Theo or comp?
Any of the casinos on the main strip.
Oh, really? Okay. I think Bellagio is like what, number 1, or would you say Circus?
Well, as he described, Circus and the Stratosphere are in between the main strip and off strip at about 100 to 200 per night. The off strip is about 50 to 100 per night, and it depends on the room and suite, obviously. But on the main strip, it's 500 to 1,000 a night, and those main strip casinos are the Bellagio, Caesar's Palace, the Venetian, the Wynn Neo Vegas Encore, and the Cosmopolitan. If you're having trouble deciding, I can give you a printout, and an old school printout kind of goes with like a ton of details about each hotel. And in fact, let's go over to the battle overlay, and let me bring up Neo Vegas.
I was about to say, yeah, I'm gonna need a little wiki.
Here we go. I'm gonna do this. Look, let me put on. Hold on one second. Let me get to the player. Oops, sorry.
There's so many places to go. I'm so excited.
I'm just putting on the little break overlay just so I can switch channels here without fucking up the view for the people watching. I just put a link in the chat for the team on Discord. Let me get back and remove that break overlay. Get back to the battle overlay. That link will take you to the Welcome to Neo Vegas post on the Cybernation Uncensored website. I'm going to put it there in chat for everyone, and I'm going to share this around online after today's session. You can also see it in the overlay there. Now, if you go to that page and go down, you'll see I've created some homebrew rules for gambling. I've got kind of a light description of Neo Vegas, which you kind of got a little bit from Johnny Silverleg. There's also some rules that he prints out about the laws and rules of Neo Vegas that the cab gives you. But then below that, you'll see on the main grid, Neo Vegas Strip, 500 to 1,000 per night. You'll see the extended descriptions of each hotel right there. And then if you go below that, it's off the grid in the shadow sprawls. You'll see the 50 to 100 per night hotels. And then the between the strip and off grid, which are 100 to 200 per night, which is the Circus, or Stratosphere. Below that, he does give you a list of top-tier restaurants and cafes and things, but that's neither here nor there. You've already eaten. Right now, please just focus on the hotels and casinos.
Well, so guaranteed, I spend 3 days in the hospital, and that's doing a regimen of natural healing and then every day bribing someone to give me a speed heal.
Well, yeah, and we can streamline that. Like I said, we can give a few days of like the team literally laying low, crashing out in whatever hotels they pick or hotel they pick or whatever, and then we can get back to it. And we can even streamline it to say that this is a few weekdays. You just got through that shit in the Badlands. You got here. We'll say it's like a Wednesday or a Tuesday. You have a few weekdays to kind of heal, lay low, just try to get back to normal, especially Detective Leon. And then the weekend hits. It's time to enjoy Vegas, right? But right now you've got some decisions to make. You've got some hotel casinos. You need a place to stay while you're staying in Vegas. You got the prices, you got the descriptions. I'll give you a few minutes to kind of look through those if you want to go through it. And if you have any questions too, Bob in the data cab is willing to answer any questions if he can. And chat too. If chat has any questions or ideas for Neo Vegas for the team or suggestions, please do. Hey, Robert Tables.
I don't know if we could do that or not.
I was like, oh, bet they have quadruple zero roulette at that point. The bastards. Robert Table says about this scene. I like
Yeah.
that.
Probably 100%, and it's rigged on top of that.
Absolutely.
We needed a net runner.
I wonder if we can pool our lifestyles. So I'm thinking like penthouse at Bellagio with 5,000 on deposit.
And keep in mind too, aside. What was that, Knox? Yeah.
I was gonna say we had that big cash flow that we had from a few sessions ago, so we're not really hurting for cash. I mean,
No.
we can say anywhere.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, how much of that cash is left? I know you guys spent a lot of it, but how much of that cash is left? And then also keep in mind, Net54 literally gave each one of you 500 credits and then 500 casino chip credits that can be used in any casino on the strip or off strip, just anywhere in Neo Vegas. So you got 500 chips to like gamble with for fun, and then 500 eddies to spend aside from the cash that you might have already had from like previous shit, you know? But yeah, discuss that. Figure out, does everybody want to stay in different places or the same place? Does everyone like Toy Maker's idea? Does anyone else have other suggestions? I think figure that out and let me know where do you guys want to go.
Admittedly, like a shared thing in the Bellagio with like and just like high stakes gambling does sound pretty fun. And I've got 11,480 that I can not obviously all of it, but I've got 11K, and I could definitely do like a night or two in like a shared penthouse in the Bellagio. Go crazy Broadway style.
I'm 100% sure they got a 5-bedroom penthouse up there. If we put $5,000 on the books, we'll have enough comp to get up there, no problem.
Yeah, and
it's a grand perk.
Yeah, Bob, the data cab kind of like turns around as you're discussing it. I hear you're discussing room and stay. I can assure you that anything on the main strip is anywhere from 500 to 1,000 a night, but you can absolutely book a penthouse suite from 2,000 to 5,000, depending on how many rooms, how many beds, and what tier of security you need.
Well, we ain't gonna need no security. We are the security.
We are the danger.
But yes, I do like the idea of all of us staying together at the Bellagio.
Yeah.
Because that'd be hilarious to get really all fucked up and then stumble our way back into the rooms.
Well, if you want to do that, absolutely, you can get a place together. You can get a penthouse. We can figure out, so there's enough beds and rooms that everyone get the same spot. But now just make that decision. Look at those. Look at the main strip, because all of those top tier on the main strip are all equivalent. They're all top tier, great security, private security. This is the main strip. It's top tier. There's probably also dress codes. So like nomads, anybody else might have to grab some clothes other than leathers. But you have all those options. There's a handful of them there, but all of those on the main strip can work the same way the Bellagio, where you can get a penthouse suite, pimp out. They're all kind of top tier. So maybe just skim those descriptions and, decide which one you guys want to go to.
There's so many good options.
You want to be fancy?
Because one of the cool options about Caesar's Palace is that there's they have a shop where you can just get black market cyberware, and there's also a casino floor where you can bet on effed up stuff like gladiator, gladiatorial combat, real-time stock crashes.
So, but it's also we can't. It's not if we were to the Bellagio, we can't just take a sky.
You can go anywhere.
Arena.
It's true. Yeah, you can stay anywhere and go anywhere. Absolutely, you're right.
I think really
And just to Bellagio for. I was going to give you just a little recap in this sense, off strip, main strip, the difference in benefits, right, of staying in places is obviously off strip is going to be cheaper. There's going to be less security, so more chance for fucked up things to happen or encounters and stuff, but it's definitely more low key. Less money to be won because it's less gambling, less high stakes, less high rollers and shit. Everything on the main strip is going to be bigger games, bigger gambling, more security, but there's going to be a dress code. It's going to obviously be that higher tier, higher class of casino, but it's going to be better food. It's just going to be all around a better experience because it's going to be better quality. But it just depends on what you're looking for. But absolutely, wherever you stay, you can go anywhere, as long as you can afford to get in or look the part or whatever. Obviously, if there's a dress code or a cost, but yeah.
Plus, there's always room to like start classy and trashy. So like we go for the penthouse of the Bellagio. Couple days later, we're going to ground and circus.
Right.
Depending on winning or losing, right?
Understood.
Depending on how it goes.
Right. I kind of like the idea of, like us going to Bellagio and staying there. But I want to hear from Ripper. She's being very quiet.
I'm fine with anything.
I do suggest to Ripper, I suggest, hey, maybe we should go to the Win Neo, Vegas and Encore experience. That way we can scan Detective Leon, and then you can get revenge on him for Stina with those pleasure sims.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That does sound fun.
But did your sister actually die? I don't know. I'm still lost at when this all started and stopped.
At least from what I can tell, and I look at you, Toymaker, and I say, as far as I can tell, this happened as soon as we, whenever we opened up the box, something happened there. That's as far as I can tell. That's when reality stopped, and then we woke up and that fucking thing. That's at least that's what I think. Because I mean, the story seems to coincide with, Mr. Chase Malcolm, a rich boy.
Yeah, why don't
I've
you,
been out of my mind for the last 2 weeks, so I have no idea.
And Knox, why don't you give me a deduction? You're trying to connect dots. You've been really thinking about it. You're asking questions. Give me a deduction. Let me see if there's any other things I can clarify,
cool.
maybe. I don't know. And maybe not. I don't know. Let's just see what you get.
Fingers crossed. Deduction is under
And a bonus,
education.
Ripper, if we do go to Bellagio, all we gotta
13.
do is just throw him out in the hallway and say he's a cop. Arasaka does not like those.
Yeah, you've got, as you're thinking about it, Knox, and trying to kind of connect the dots, not a lot of clarity on that deduction, but you can kind of confirm, like, it does seem like a similar story, like Johnny Silverleg and you guys, like, fucked with this external hard drive. It shot out some shit that fucked you up, hooked you up, made you unconscious, did something to the point where, like, later on you ended up realizing you were in a brain dance, which is also where you found Johnny Silverleg. So, like, you don't feel like he knows anything you don't, or is, like, part of something. Like, you get a genuine feeling like, fuck, he's just as much of a victim as us. Like, somebody out there is, using these things to, like, capture people and put them through this fucked up torture scenario, whatever they're doing, and you saw them on the screen. So they're either recording it or something. Like, it's some type of brain dance thing. Like, it's definitely weird, but yeah.
Man, well, Toymaker, I don't know, man. I fucking don't know, Choom. Shit's just, it's all fucked up. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know. Might be best if I go asking some questions. Maybe I can find and contact my old handler. Maybe they know something. Maybe they've heard of anything. I don't know. New Vegas is a great place to make new contacts and find new people.
100%. I mean, I will get a little bit more comfortable being in this place. Having from where I've come from, I'm really not comfortable around corpo shit. Nothing ever good comes out of this. So
I wouldn't know. I only kill them.
You might be a little bit. It's just basically, it's going to be just like the liquor and the gambling that takes the edge off of being in, like, the heart of the beast.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. I mean, I'm good with whatever the team does, but I think, Bellagio and just basically slum our way down, if necessary.
That's perfect. What do you guys think?
No arguments here. I usually gamble with my life, not my money, but I'm here for a good time.
Right.
Not a long time?
Once I'm out of the hospital, I'll meet you guys in the penthouse. Hopefully it'll go better.
Take
than
your
the last
time.
I was in the penthouse.
Oh, you're missing 1,000, by the way, Leon.
I'm missing 1,000. Oh yeah, just see, like, my credit card balance go, like.
Anybody else want to donate?
Bob, the driver, the taxi data cab turns around facing you. I'm hearing Bellagio. Is there another decision?
Bellagio it is, Bob.
Perfect. The data cab kind of pulls out off of the side strip, cutting streets over to the main strip. You see it kind of going in and out, and pulls up to the Bellagio. You see this huge casino hotel building with a big sort of south parking garage for all the vehicles. The data cab passes that, kind of pulling up to the front, and you can see a big main entrance with this sort of slant glass front with chrome and lights. When you get in there, data cab kind of drops you off, and Bob says, "Don't forget, save that number. Text me anytime, and I'm just minutes away." Like, you know, you have this data cab for your entire time in Neo Vegas. It'll be your ride. Yeah. Thanks
We
to
forgot one thing to
Net54.
ask you, Bob. I apologize.
Of course.
Have one more question. We need to obviously change our fit here. So, any suggestions on a good fit so we can get in here without any trouble?
There's shops in the lobby floor of the Bellagio. Feel free to check out the clothing.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. I didn't even know they'd let us through the front door. That's good. I mean, Wolfie here is not.
No, finish your thought. No. I'm not what?
Hey, I'm not any better, dude. So
You're not fitting the vibe.
Yeah. It's almost like there's a guy there at the gift shop just hungrily waiting for people who want to stay in the classy place, but don't look like they can stay in the classy place, but have to buy some new Jinguji shit to get into the classy place.
What's the? What, I think it was what Rush Hour 2. Anyone remembers that guy at Vegas? It's like, yeah, let me look at you. Broad shoulders, let's put a dead animal on you. Buttercream silk, buttercream silk.
Yes.
That's great.
It's a good reference.
But yeah, data cab drives off. You've got the number. You can text it with your agent, and data cab will be there within minutes to give you a ride around Vegas during your time in Neo Vegas. But you enter the main entrance, basically coming into the lobby. You can see a bunch of like bellboys and receptionists and assistants just kind of lining the walls waiting as you come in. They all kind of rush as if they were like going to grab luggage, and they look and realize you don't really have any luggage. And I'm assuming that you left the Clean It cases in the AV. We forgot to go over that, but you did get 4 Clear It cases, which were those 8D10 times 10 C6 pack demolition cases.
Yes.
When you stole the AV, they had those. Remember those? Yes.
Definitely at the AV.
Yeah, I would hope so.
If I was leaving my Super Chrome Javelin,
Yeah.
I think Nox would have had the wherewithal to say, hey, let's not bring these in.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I'll say that. But as you come in, you see them kind of like rush, like they're ready to grab luggage and help you, and then they realize you don't have anything, and they just look and kind of step back, and then you see the main entrance kind of goes into this huge lobby that opens up. To the right, you can see where there's like a VIP lounge. And some elevators. To the left, you can see concierge and reception desk. And beyond that, you can see some shops, a cafe, a restaurant, like just all kinds of shops and things and elevators. Like it kind of goes into the bottom of the hotel casino. To the right, you can see an entrance to the casino floor and more dining. But just as you kind of just absorb the layout, the shops, where everything is, you see at the reception desk the girl kind of lean over and look you all up and down, and she flags you over.
I make my way over, just picking up on her her little hand wave motion, and I kind of look at everybody. I gotta make it over there.
Yeah, and as you go over, she like looks you up and down, looks over the rest of you. You see her kind of pause a moment to really look at Wolfman and Toymaker and their kind of nomad leathers and look and stuff, and then look the rest of you over. Okay, welcome to the Bellagio. How many nights will you be with us?
Toymaker?
Any reservation? Any particular room?
I leave this all to Toymaker.
He's the man with the plan on this.
And that's how we got put into the honeymoon suite.
Toymaker?
Toymaker?
What?
You're the man with the plan. How long are we saying?
Indeterminate. I think how long is Leon? How long do you think it's going to take for you to heal up?
So it'll take 2 days with me just juicing speed heal.
Okay.
So like basically you guys would have like 2 full days without me even getting to be there, and then I have to show up and buy like a fancy, like some corporal wear to get inside the door.
All right, so we're looking at minimum 3 days.
So we stayed here 2 days. That way, Leon doesn't get to enjoy it, and we get to have 2 days without Leon.
Oh, that's incredible! I love that. That's evil.
Wow.
So like 2 days at the
guys
Bellagio,
hate it.
and then you go off strip. You know, you
Yep.
kill one. You know, you cause a stream of events that cause like one party member to die, and it's like suddenly no one ever forgets that.
No.
I kill one of your cousins.
I just like the fact you really have no remorse over it either, which is really good.
Look, you're just so hateable. It's easy.
Yeah.
Lovable
But yeah,
let's
she-
go with 2 days.
But she looks up. Okay,
with
2.
possible 3.
Oh, that's fine. Absolutely, I can leave it open ended, and she kind of looks you up and down. I assume you'll be hitting one of our clothing shops before proceeding.
Yeah, I just kind of look over at Wolf.
Okay, great. So are we looking for a regular room, one of the suites, or one of the penthouse? Everything is 500, 1,000, or 1,000 plus, depending on the penthouse suites. But what are you looking for? Separate rooms? She starts counting. 5
penthouse.
rooms? We
4.
four regular rooms?
4, because Leon's not here.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
just,
Yeah, that'll be
4 rooms.
500 a night. She runs it up 500 a night. So 2,000 for the 4 rooms. I don't know if anyone's paying or.
Oh,
We have
I'm
Leon's
not-
credit card.
Yeah, they just put my number in, and I don't even notice it.
Well, that
Going into
that cred card is currently being locked into the parking garage right now, being charged, and with Leon. So we can't just make Leon the punching bag the entire session. So let's get back to who's paying for their. Is everyone paying for their own rooms, or is one person covering all of them out of the pool of money? I don't know how you guys did the big money. Did you divide all that up before? Or?
I was dead, so I didn't get any of it.
That's true. You were Stina at the time, and she died. So.
Did we ever discuss what we did with Cena's cash? Or her Eddie's?
I think Wolf took it. Honestly.
Viking burial. What you're talking about?
Yeah. Well, she got
I-
buried in a
there's-
lead pit, actually.
Like, Stina lives the kind of lifestyle where like she probably like would have forwarded like Ripper gets like an I'm dead voicemail with like a dead drop, and she like pulls whatever money Stina had in the equivalent of under her mattress.
I like that.
But it's probably in like but it's probably in like a locker in the Greyhound station or something.
Yeah.
Like a recovery
like-
sort of thing?
Yeah. So it's like, you know, Ripper goes to the bus station, gets through all the hobos and night crawlers, gets through all the people, the proselytizers, gets into the back of the lockers, makes the saddest windfall that a human could ever make.
Yeah, and I'm also noticing, I just noticed, not to go off sidetrack, but just for people watching, Shig's character is Ripper, but I'm seeing on the battle overlay it still says Stina. We've got Ripper on all the overlays, but I don't know why the battle one still says that. We had the new one, and I don't know why it's that one again, but sorry for that confusion. If anyone happened to see that, just pretend that says Ripper. But yeah, absolutely. We can say that maybe Ripper got Stina's cash out of that gig. You know, she was a close friend or family, or you know, you never really got into all those details because when she showed up, it was kind of overwhelming and fucked up because her friend was killed during the last gig, and then before you could get into it, the fucking hard drive blew out the chains and hooks, and before you knew it, you're in a fucking brain dance. I'm like, yeah, Ripper's been through a lot with her new friends, so. Yeah, not a lot of discussion, but I'll say she could at least maybe get that money that Stina was going to get, or maybe during that time, Detective Leon or somebody or the team would maybe give her that the portion of pay that would have went to Stina, her being family friend showing up, or maybe you wouldn't. I mean, you tell me. What do you think the team would do with that? Do you think that would go down like that?
Well, no, Ripper would not take it from Detective Leon. I mean, she's got no love for that man. I'm pretty sure. So I mean,
So
Well,
she
he's
wouldn't
offering
take money
I'll
from
take
him?
it.
That doesn't make
yeah.
Money is money. I'll take it.
I like the idea of the
I'll
dead
just
drop.
spit in his face when I do.
I kind of like the idea of the dead drop for, hey, I'm dead, and she shows up to the place going, hey, motherfucker, what'd you do to my sister?
Right.
Oh
Cousin.
yeah.
Where's my fucking
Cousin.
money?
Where's my $2?
But yeah, either way,
So she's
yeah.
gonna go whole Stewie, like, where's my money? Better have my money, man.
So everyone that can afford the 500 a night for 2 nights, drop that 1,000 for your room. Or if you can't afford it, maybe Toy Maker or somebody's paying for it, or the pool money that the team earned from the big gig. I don't know,
Well,
but y'all should decide that and
man,
figure that out.
Yep.
since we had divided the money from that big, large gamble or that safe that we had gotten, we all should have what 1,100-ish, roughly.
Thereabouts, yeah.
Yeah, so
Um,
we've got
That's fine.
1100.
yeah, by my count, 11.6K.
Cool. And that's individual. I'm reduced because I bought cyberware and guns before we ran on this adventure. But also, Wolfman, before you go and dropping your money, I'd suggest Nox suggests to you that she will be definitely staying with you, mainly because that's kind of the established. I think from the beginning, it's yeah.
Hey,
Nox and Wolfman bed up.
yep, frugal and fun. Yeah, well, that's that.
Shake my head and pinch my marriage. Yeah. All right, so
Yeah, so if you guys stay together, then you guys can split a room.
oh no.
Yeah, so how's
One
it
of the
going?
ones with the heart-shaped on it.
So Wolfman and Nox are going to get a room, and then Toy Maker's going to get a room, and then Ripper's going to get a room. Is that what I'm hearing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and we can get everyone in the room to kind of relax and chill. And like I said, we're kind of killing a couple days of laying low while Detective Leon heals up and kind of gets back to the team. Now, during that time, I'll say, just to streamline this a little bit, the reception girl, gives you the keys to the room. Everybody roll a 1d100 and let me know what you get, and that's the level, the floor that your room is on.
Okay, well, apparently when I wake up, I'll be on the 93rd floor.
Nice.
75th. Unless Wolfman, we're sharing a room, right? So you.
Yeah, it's been the 75 or 80.
Just take 80.
Yeah.
Nice. Then yeah, Nox and Wolfman, you two can be on the 80th floor. You've got your room. Toy Maker on the 25th floor has his room. And Ripper, what did you get?
67.
Cool. So everyone's pretty high up there. Everyone's got a great view of Neo Vegas. You can see down the main strip. You can see all the top level casinos. You can even see from up here, like anything basically above the 50th floor. So maybe not so much Toy Maker, but everybody else can see off into the off strip casinos and hotels all the way out to the corporate skyscraper kind of line. You can't see beyond that to the combat zone, but everyone can kind of see beyond that. You can see all the holo ads. Got a great view. Toy Maker, you can see everything on the strip and such, but you just can't see beyond that to the off strip and such with that on the 25th floor. But everyone sees that. Also, everyone that doesn't have decent clothes, and you don't need like top end clothes, you just need like decent clothes. So like, for instance, if Ripper is full on like roller derby rocker girl style, like she might need to buy like a pantsuit or a dress or a skirt or like a nice like something beyond rocker boy rocker girl look, just like the Nomads. Now Nox, I know you've got kind of like the trench coat solo look and stuff. That might be sleek enough, you might be able to get by with that, but you know better than me the exact look that she has. If you don't think that would fit within dress code of the Bellagio, you too would probably have to buy some clothes. So anybody that needs to buy clothes is going to have to drop 100 eddies on at least like a basic set to be able to kind of fuck around on the strip. You know what I mean? And I imagine Detective Leon would probably be okay too. A detective's clothes, kind of normal, not like crazy Nomad leathers or Edge Runner gear, rocker
Definitely
boy. I don't know. You tell me
I'm
though.
on the lower end of the cheap detective suit might be on like the lower end of their acceptability threshold.
Maybe needs to go buy a blazer and an upgrade or something like maybe some slacks or something and get the tweed,
Yeah,
get the
you can
tweed
never go
off.
wrong. Yeah, exactly. You can never go wrong with some slacks.
Yeah, let's say that.
I would definitely need a new overcoat. 'cause,
Let's get everyone
the one
some
that
new gear then.
doctors-
Let's get everyone some new gear,
Yeah.
and let's go around the table and everyone tell me what your character looks like now. Like, what's the upgraded, like, what's the I clean up nice look for your character, right? Like, I got my church clothes on look, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, let's figure out the I clean up nicely, I polish nicely look of the players. Detective Leon, let's start with you. And keeping in mind, like, a couple days have passed. Like, I'm streamlining this a bit because I do want to get the team together and kind of get to this point where we can decide what everyone's doing. So let's say a couple days in the hotel. Leon shows up. He's well healed. Everyone's well healed. You kind of laid low. You ate food. You bought clothes. But let's see what we're looking at. Detective Leon, what do you look like now?
Okay, so I get back from the hospital feeling way better because I've got my prescriptions, I've got my Percocets, I've got Life is Good. And what we're going to grab is I'm going to grab myself a nice set of this corporate island suit. So, like, static-free, tear-proof, synth silk. It slides right over cyber, concealed weapons. Comes in two styles, dress and casual. While the dress style is like very like corpo and sleek and wrinkle-free, I go for a casual style in the most god-awful pastel island prints you've ever seen. It is the fanciest and most horrifying thing that you ever encountered. A true fashion disaster that's somehow acceptable. Bright, loud island prints with the sunglasses and the cheap, shitty mustache. And we're going full lounge lizard up in this
Nice.
baby.
I like it. It's like you stepped up the class to be able to fit the dress code, but you're still kind of pulling that, like, I'm a tourist vibe or something. Like, I like it. It's like it fits the fear and loathing in Neo Vegas vibe that we've kind of set forth from the Badlands. I like it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
giving fear and loathing. It's giving like Bill Lustig creeping it up at Calm.
Yeah. Perfect. Toymaker. What's Toymaker's polished up look? What is he wearing?
Man, I'm going.
And wait a minute. Sorry to interrupt, but also, how uncomfortable are nomads to get out of their leathers and have to dress nice? Like, let's consider that a little bit too. But yeah, what's Toymaker look
Oh
like?
yeah. Toymaker is going to go back to his old roots. Basically grew up Corpo.
That's right.
Went to school Corpo. Family was Corpo. I'm going to go all in with pair of aces and just fully tailored suit, top to bottom, something that when I hit the fucking floor, the host goes, oh shit, he needs to go to the back room. He doesn't need to be on the floor. That type
Nice.
of look is what I'm looking for.
Hell yeah. Yeah, nice.
And yeah, I'm uncomfortable in it, but I'm still used to it just because of my upbringing. Now, Wolfman, on the other hand,
Yeah, I would like to say, like,
Trying to get your 5-year-old.
yeah, to wear a suit.
It's like trying to get your 5-year-old to Sears for the Christmas photo.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like Toymaker. Maybe instead of dropping the 100, you drop a couple hundred or a few hundred, and you get like the top tier suit look. And maybe the rest of the team has a moment where like you remember or realize like, holy shit, that's right. Like Toymaker is a fucking tech nomad, but his upbringing was definite exec corpo style. Like, it's kind of surprising how well Toymaker is wearing that suit. You know what I mean? It fits his past. But Wolfman.
It's like you forgot how well he cleans up.
Exactly. Yeah. You can tell he has that background. He grew up like that. What about Wolfman?
Wolfman, I'm gonna spend a couple hundred eddies to go more or less full Johnny Cash Folsom State Prison. So he's still gonna be dressing something comfortable, synthetic reptile skin cowboy boots, black slacks, black vest, and the extra 100 is, if they have it, is gonna be getting a nice black synth leather Skid Row trench.
Nice. How is he feeling comfortable dressing up nice? Like, does he miss his nomad leathers, or is he doing okay?
And it's definitely more comfortable than if he had had to wear like a fucking penguin suit. There's no like cummerbund or anything that's making him feel like but this is like as close to nice as he'd ever dare get. In no way in the hell is someone taking him away from his bolo tie. He's gonna that's over his cold dead body.
Nice.
Hey man, just like Joe Bob Briggs, you never come out of that bowl.
Yeah. That's funny. Ripper. Did Ripper polish up nice? What is she wearing?
Yeah, and let me grab it.
Actually, yeah, I
Uh-oh. we might have a wardrobe change.
You got to work.
Hell yeah.
Sequined roller skates with rhinestones on them.
Oh man.
Aber, get out of my chair. We got the mushroom coat.
Oh, nice.
That coat.
We got the glasses. We're living our pop life.
Hell yeah.
So with the roller skates, we got a red dress, fluffy coat, living it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and right there, you kind of went from like, roller derby rocker girl to like people look now and they're like confused, like, do I know her? Should I ask her for her autograph? Like, you kind of like look like a higher level rocker now just by clothes.
Living the life.
Exactly. Yeah. Especially here in Vegas, on the strip, in the Bellagio. But Nox, what about Nox? What does she look like?
Similar to Wolfman, I am also getting this good road trench suit, but I'm hoping that being the fact that it is Neo Vegas, right? I would love to also have that be a mimic clothing. So I'd have a light armor jack Skid Row trench kit, and it would be just the coat, nothing underneath, and very slim pants, and a nice set of boots.
Nice. Yeah, I like that. And look, since everyone is replacing their normal gear, like if you had, 11 SP, depending on what you had, whether it's leathers, Kevlar, whatever, we can say that all these suits can be, the Kevlar or whatever, that can be shaped into suits or dresses or things, right? So everyone can have that SP while wearing these outfits. But then you can always switch back into your normal gear if you have to, right? You'd have to go up to the hotel room and change, or bring it in a duffel bag and hop into a closet or something, be like a weird Superman. But yeah, but you have that. It's Kevlar. It at least has a little bit of armor. I'll allow that. You can pay for that. But I like that, almost matching with Wolfman's style, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, cool. So yeah, everyone keep track of that SP. Adjust that SP on your character sheet while you're wearing these outfits. At least it's just be temporary, or just make a note of it, right? But all of you do that. You get into your gear. You're able to get up to your respective rooms and kind of settle in. Top of the line rooms. None of you have stayed in rooms this nice, probably, unless you have something from your life path or history that brings you into that. Maybe Toymaker might have some memories of like childhood being in places like this, with like the nicest linens, with like the the highest thread count, and like the thickest of mattresses with mattress toppers, and like, I mean, it's just, you're sleeping on a cloud. These rooms are just top line. There's all kinds of like real fruits and foods and things out, and bottles of waters and sodas and liquors. I mean, it's just top tier. And keep in mind, this is like your average room. This isn't even the penthouse, but like you can tell you're in a top level casino hotel. When you get up into the room, the other thing that you notice is like the TVs are running, and they're constantly running like the local news. It's Net 54. It's just running like local news and events and stuff. And when you go into the room, first thing that you notice that pops up on there on the news is the local scream sheet. So let me bring that up, and you all can review that.
Okay. All right. Let's see what the news of Vegas is.
And
I know that guy on TV. I saved his life.
keep in mind too, this scream sheet, I'm going to put the link in chat, is also on the Cybernation Uncensored website. If anyone's familiar, we have that scream sheet page, which is interactive for Night City, but I made a separate post. I just put the link in chat to a post I did of a specific Between the Lines Indie Media Group, IMG, Neo Vegas Presents Scream sheet. And this is specific to Neo Vegas. It's in the overlay. I put the link in chat. Also, if you go to that Welcome to Vegas post that I already gave you, players, you'll see at the bottom of that article, it can link to the Between the Lines IMG Scream sheet right from there. You'll see it at the bottom. It links to it, and you can go to it. But what I'd like you to do is open that. Let me know when everybody has that open and can see it.
All right.
I got it.
Neo Vegas is from IMG.
Awesome. Everybody's got it open, and this pops up on the screen. You're in your room, and I would like, I think Detective Leon read it awesome last time, but if somebody else wants to read it, you can volunteer. But I'd like somebody to read through the Scream sheet, and then everyone keep in mind what appeals to you as your character. Because we can split the party 5 ways if we want to. And I see Detective Leon read ahead. I see the expression. But let's get into it. Let's start at the beginning. Anybody want to read
we're
this?
Looking at...
I got it. Hashtag region. Falling arrows at litters Badlands. Dozens of dust runners, nomad scouts, and even a couple of twitchy joy boys on the edge of the strip are screaming the same story across the net. A massive unmarked Aerozep corporate silhouette, running lights killed. Wow, running lights killed. Came screaming out of the midnight sky around 0300 last night, trailing plasma fire and shredding debris like cheap chrome. Witnesses say it hit the dunes south of the old Hoover wreckage hard enough to light up the horizon like cheap chew. Oh wow, what an explode! Oh man, this is getting interesting. No mayday, no transponder, ping nothing. Local authorities, Militech security, and the local sec teams. Radio silence. Netwatch hasn't even bothered to post a denial. Oh my goodness. Okay, could be a hoax, right? Could be a black bug op or gone sideways. Could be the start of something ugly. Scav crew's already gearing up, but if you head out there tonight, bring more than a monowire. Rumor says the wreck's still sparking, and whatever was inside might not be done killing it. Stay frosty, chumbuzz. That's interesting.
So yeah, the first story, it shows there rumors of a falling Aerozep that litters the Badlands right outside of Neo Vegas. Rumors of people seeing it. Might be a rumor, might be true, but it's in the news. Yeah, anybody want to read the next news article there? Red Rock Casino goes full Militech.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So, hashtag strip. Red Rock Casino goes full Militech. After the string of Ghost Protocol heists that cleaned out 3 high roller vaults last quarter, management just doubled their Militech kill squads on site. Chrome-jawed boosters with Militech riot pacifiers, quotes, and smart-linked mono whips now patrolling every floor. Edge runners, take the hint, unless you want to test how fast those new smart guns cycle.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, and the next one, I'll read the next one. It's a hashtag society. Big shout to the Kovacs family. Those 2 net jockey lovebirds are locking Chrome this Saturday, renting the entire east wing of the Cosmopolitan for the blowout. Full Arasaka grade security, real food caterers, and enough synth champagne to drown a nomad pack. If you're crashing the after party, bring your own icebreaker and don't flatline the open bar. Next one, entertainment. Watson Whammers roll into town. Who wants to read that one?
All right, in entertainment. Oh, is my mic back on?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, thank God. I couldn't remember the positioning of it because I was trying not to cough into the mic. But anyways, in entertainment news, the Watson Whammers are rolling into town. The former roller derby champion crews here for their charity exhibition at Caesars Arena, facing off against lucky lotto tickets who paid $5,000 worth of eddies each for the privilege. Street says the whole thing's just a corpo-sponsored cash grab for the sponsors. Looking at you, Biotechnica, and their feel-good ad budget. Real charity? The losers get cyber replacement discounts. Don't get played, gonks. And then, of course, Razor Ramirez goes platinum, then owns the Cosmo runway. Neon Shadows just went platinum, and now the king of Neo Vegas guitar violence is strutting the Cosmo catwalk in a matte black Militech Riot Prince long coat with glowing smart gun pauldrons. On his arm is Luna Ghostwire Reyes, in a blade thread hollow microdress, color shifting synth leathers with auto target smart link garters. She's officially the cutest and deadliest arm candy at the Chrome and Carnage Fashion Show. The Kovacs newlyweds and Jack's kill switch of the Watson Whammers are attending the after party for the new Threads Lethal Tech themed show. A handy theme for Razor after slamming his single straight into the net from the stratosphere roof with raw feedback loops and lyrics that straight up name Arasaka's new arcology as the Chrome Coffin. Ouch. The full sensory dance is melting brains in every pro-Militech club on the strip. Fans are jacking in so hard the grid flickered twice. Then, of course, Ghost in the Casino brain dance goes platinum. Indie studio Mirage Minds just dropped the hottest BD of the month. A full immersion heist sim where you play a netrunner cracking the Bellagio vaults while dodging security and net black ice that feels way too real. Already 3 users flatlined from feedback overload and the thing still climbing the charts. Critics scream art, corpos scream IP theft. Grab a bootleg copy before they memory hole the whole release while you can. Going through arts and culture, channeling my inner The Real Don Steele for old film sickos.
That's why I liked you
Memory hole.
reading
That's what we're
the
having
previous
real
ones too. I love the attitude to it. But yeah, and then you've got crime. I'll read this one. Crime clean slate offers reward for AV. CEO Potterson announced private op black bag crew clean slate just hit the dark feeds. One of their ghosted AVs vanished mid-job last night. Clean lift, no trace. CEO Denny Potterson is personally guaranteeing a fat stack of eddies plus Ripper Doc upgrades to anyone who drops solid intel on the thieves. No questions, no corporal heat. If you saw a matte black Aerodyne hugging the dunes or lighting out around the Badlands or city, jack in now. Potterson's crew doesn't ask twice. Stay frosty, Choombas.
Well, man, this is a bit of good news.
Am I gonna read the next
Bad
one?
news is we have to get our car out of parking. The good news is, unfortunately for them, looks like our girl Nemix has a clue.
And then if somebody wants to
already
read the
scrubbed
next one. Those Valentinos claim Fremont depths.
Yeah, let's see. Valentino's claim Fremont depths. These roast-headed gonks just finished a 4-hour chrome slaughter of the underpass tunnels beneath Fremont Street. Wiped out the last 6th Street holdouts with monowire and flechette storms. Tunnels are now wired wall-to-wall with auto turrets. Solo jobs down there are tripled in eddies, but most crews are already calling it Suicide Alley. Stay topside tonight unless you like becoming tunnel decor.
And then Militech AV heist over dunes. A heavy Militech convoy got ghosted mid-flight last night by the Dust Devils Nomad Pack. Payload, 6 crates of bleeding edge SmartLink cyber arms, fresh off the assembly line. Corps dropped a €50,000 reward for any runner who can ID the crew before the AV kill squads turn the desert red. Black market prices are already spiking. Your local Ripper Doc spawn is probably ringing. They're probably melting.
And then Detective Leon, you see that ad in the bottom right there. What does that say?
Oh yes, appearing at the Stratosphere Skybar event deck, the one and only Starla Rocks.
Oh no.
For those coming new to the chat, or maybe some of our new raid friends, in every runner's life, sometimes you gotta roll on that, bad relationships table. And, Leon's former flame Starla Rocks, a rocker girl, is about as toxic as it can get. Picture, if you will, a human Superfund site with a voice that's been described as a dying cat mixed with that rusty old World War II air raid siren at the Legion branch in Hamilton. It's gonna be, but of course, like a moth to a flame, or like strange beasties to ionizing radiation, Leon can't resist a bad time and may wind up in the stratosphere.
Yeah, there's definitely an obsession that all of you know with Detective Leon with his ex, and it's a bit toxic. She's been known to use him, and he's been known to fall for it. full-heartedly. We know that. We've heard him talk about it before. But look, this is the scream sheet that all of you see when you enter your hotel room. You just kind of went over those articles at face value. What I would like the team to do is glance at those articles again and then think about what their individual characters might want to get into, what they want to do either individually, maybe as a team, maybe with a partner. I know before we talked about Ladies Night Out, we've got some nomads, we've got Detective Leon looking at that Starla ad. I don't know what everyone might be interested in, but you all are very much so encouraged to be baddies and do bad things. You're also encouraged to take time for yourself while in Vegas and treat it like a vacation if you want, instead of baddie things. You could also treat it like a thing just to go explore some of these news things for the hell of it. I don't know, but this is what's going on in Neo Vegas, and I want everyone to decide what they want to do, and don't be scared to split the party 5 ways if you want to. I can handle it. So just everyone do what you think your characters would do or want to do.
And,
yeah,
you know, there's always room for people to do horrible things on vacation.
absolutely. So look, let's do this. I want to. I'm going to step back to the character overlay for just a moment, so I can put on the break overlay. Let's take a little 5-minute bio break, and the team review that scream sheet. Feel free to talk amongst each other or think about it. If you don't want to talk about it, I'm going to leave the mics hot. Chat, feel free to contribute ideas. I put the link to the scream sheet in chat so chat can kind of check it out. Maybe they have ideas with the different articles of what different characters should get into or something. I don't know. But let's take a 5-minute break so the team can think about it. And when we get back, we'll have the characters talk about what they're going to do. All right, we'll be right back.
Ready.
Okay.
Oh,
now,
man.
I know exactly what you're doing.
So like I'm immediately leaning towards either the crashed Aerozep or the Militech bleeding edge cyberware convoy, but that's just me.
True, like
I'm
that.
going the roller derby ship.
I like
I-
that.
I
that
figured.
arrow step. Yeah, like
We gave it away.
yeah, like that roller derby thing would be just like, yeah, like how could you how could Ripper not?
Yeah.
Like right up their alley.
But I'm down for doing any driver getaway driver shit. So
Well, so I may be reading too much into this, but the falling arrows that litters Badlands and the clean slate offers reward for AV. Do you guys feel like those are connected? Is that what I read right?
I
Not
think the
quite.
reward, the reward for the AV, I think, is us.
And Aerostep is basically it's like a blimp. So
Oh,
kind of
okay.
a different
Okay.
kind of
Yeah.
vehicle.
So never. Yeah.
If you're
But,
in, sorry, go ahead.
but Clean Slate is definitely a worthwhile clue because now you know either who's connected to the torture nerds or who the torture nerds paid.
Yes. Okay. 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 So not related, but yes, that is okay. Cool. Awesome.
Damn it, this is gonna make me fucking poor.
What are you trying to do?
So, one, we have some issues coming in. I know what I'm going to be doing for about 6 hours, and then I'm going to go gambling. Possibly gambling on Ripper's game, more than likely.
Oh, absolutely! You're betting on the.
But yeah, I'll definitely be betting on that. But I'm probably going to stay in the casino. I need to get a hold of a host. I need to get my all my information scrubbed out of the system. I didn't use my real information, of course, but get that information scrubbed. I'm going to go sit, about 4 to 6 hours with a Ripper doc and get a facelift. Don't know what you guys are going to do, but I'm going to go get me a facelift and little changes here and there. So that's probably that's $1,000 out of my pocket right there.
As in like you're literally getting a new face.
You goddamn right. We parked
Actually,
a
doesn't
flat
sound like a
black
bad idea.
AV. The only thing we got going for us right now is the fucking jerry rig on those things in the AV. All right. So
That is
we're
true.
good there.
Well, that now we
So-
know they're looking for us, which means
Yeah,
that we can
so-
strike back.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but
you know
that's
what
why
we
I'm
could
getting
do?
a facelift.
We could bait them and then set the explosives on timer and then tell them to never fuck with us again.
I'll hand you the black box. Enjoy.
Excellent.
We
So
we scrubbed the AV. The problem was we forgot to paint that AV before we came into town.
That is
we
true.
didn't have
Yeah, and we
enough
did.
time.
So you might want to get it to a. So you might want to get it to a pray and spray. Although, given what we know, what that Nox is reaching out to like old contacts, there is a chance that ideally you might find a guy who knows a girl who can like repaint an AV in
Good
bright
idea.
hot pink.
Make it an obvious start. Yeah. Okay. So we want to keep the AV, not blow it up, repaint it. I like the
Prefer-
idea of getting a facelift, and so resculpted face would probably be a really, really good idea.
Yeah. Plus, if you're like your character's background, like part of it is that you're going to ground to erase a past of fuckery. A great way to escape and erase a past of fuckery is with a new face. It's like the number one thing people look for.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, facial recognition. Yeah, absolutely. So, I might tag along with you, Toy Maker, get a facelift as well, and then also bet on Ripper's game because that'll be fun to watch. Ripper might go and tear some people apart.
Cool. You want to be
That's what her
my
name
arcade for
says.
the night then? You want to be my
Do I wanna
arcade
what?
for the night then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or better yet, both me and Wolf can be your arm candy.
Oh hell yeah! Put you guys on leashes.
Oh no. Maybe Wolf. he'll be okay with that. No, not good with the leash.
Did everybody
Not good with the leash.
get a chance to go over the news? I'll give it a few more minutes. We got to wait for Maxwell to get back too. But definitely look over that scream sheet. Look over all the different news things.
A few ideas.
So we can figure out what everybody wants to do. And again, you can do something collectively, in pairs, in parts, in teams, or all together, or whatever. I know there's different things that should hopefully appeal to different characters and stuff,
Plus, at least if we hash it out now, it means you can actually like prepare.
Well, that's the idea. Stepping into Neo Vegas, the idea was all this world building to present an open world, just like the first campaign. Here's a scream sheet. Here's the world. Do whatever you want. That's with this, except I kind of made it in such a way where there's options for everyone, whether individually or collectively or whatever. Once I kind of know what everyone's interested in doing, then I know what I can think ahead towards for everybody that we can start next week.
Perfect. All right. So,
But yeah, let's get back to it. Let's remove the break overlay. We're officially back. Let's get back to the battle overlay so we can show the screen sheet here. All right, awesome. So yeah, looking at the screen sheet, what's everybody thinking? Has anybody decided specifically for themselves or collectively, or what are we thinking?
A little column A, a little column B.
Yeah, I've got a rough clue. So, obviously, he looks, and Leon sees that Starla's at the stratosphere. And so the first thing that he's going to do is, while they're doing things, he's back from the hospital. We're going to try, and first off, we're going to see if an evening of drugs and ladies of the evening can make him forget the bad memories. And then he rolls a resist drugs and torture check, rolling a 1. He cannot resist. The very day later, he buys front row tickets at the Stratosphere.
Ooh. So, like, do we
you
take
try to
critical
persuade
entry
him?
from cringe? Is that a thing that can happen?
So far, look, the team got together, you got into your individual rooms, you checked out the current news and scream sheet, you cleaned up, and we'll say you all kind of collectively get back together, maybe down in the lobby or in one person's room or something to discuss, like, all right, cool, we're in Vegas. Anybody see that scream sheet? And, like, you're all discussing it, and the second you discuss it, Detective Leon pulls up his agent and, like, I already bought tickets. I know what I'm doing tomorrow night. You know, like he's already got plans.
Yeah.
But the rest of you can discuss like what's her.
I'm gonna win her back. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that vibe. Yeah, man. Absolutely. I think he would say that. You know, like the rest of you see Leon like, holy shit, dude, like he's fanboying out or some shit. Like
In the horrible suit with the terrible necktie.
I'm just going to go ahead and take a point of damage for cringe.
Yeah. Everyone loses humanity. What was that, Alex?
It's the necktie, or like even like the necktie, like the Hawaiian shirt. It's to make it even more gauche. It's animated. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, and depending on what uppers you take last night, it actually talks to you like the horrible necktie from Disco Elysium.
Hell yeah.
They don't know that show superstar.
Well, what about Toymaker and Wolfman, the nomad duo from the same family and pack? Would you guys make a plan together or separate, or have you guys looked at the screen sheet? What is Toymaker and Wolfman interested in on this?
As a coin, I'm always of the party that of the mind that the party sticks together, succeeds together, or dies together. But either the Zeppelin or the missing Militech Cyberlim convoy. That's where my head's at. But
were you here when Toymaker and I were talking about maybe getting a face change and then hanging out and doing some things? I think you might have missed that.
Yeah, I had to go and get new diabetes stuff all situated.
Well, look,
Yeah.
you're in the hotel room. Talk
Wolfman can
about
just
it.
shave. Yeah.
Wolfman can shave.
something better, brother.
So-
go ahead. Sorry.
No, you bring it up because it was a really great idea, and I really liked the way you talked about it and how you stemmed on it.
So, reading through, the scream sheet, that one glaring post that was there about the missing AV really hit home. So my thought was, I mean, it's going to cost me a lot of money. You two, I don't know, but it's only a 4-hour job, so no big deal. I'm going to go get me a body lift. You guys can get a facelift or a face change if you want. All right. Because we've all obviously been seen on camera. Now, what we're going to have to do is call down to the concierge and tell them we need a shadow concierge to come up so we can get our shit scrubbed out of the camera, stuff like that. Maybe smooth some things over with the hotel. I mean, this is a high-end place. They're bound to do shady shit here.
Yeah.
I mean, Arasako's this fucking place. What do you expect? So we get our shit scrubbed out of the cameras. We change our rooms, all right, or gather up or get our rooms in one place so we can back each other up after we get all our faces changed. I mean, I'm doing it no matter what. The Aerozep, I like that idea, but I would rather go out and take, damn it, what was the name of that game? The roller derby thing. What'd they call that?
Roller derby.
You mean how the Whammers are rolling into town?
Yeah, I thought there's like a little roller derby game going on.
Well, the Watson Whammers are rolling into town, and they did some charity lottery game where people paid $5,000 to basically get in the lottery to play against them and possibly win or lose or do things,
Yeah.
for fans to
It's
go
like
play.
it's like an exhibition team it's like an exhibition game where normal jackoffs have to play against the Harlem Globetrotters.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. I wanted to put up the money for Ripper, or at least put up half the money for Ripper to get into that game. And me and Wolfman, or me and my bro, are going to go as Knox's arm candy to that event, and place bets on that event. But what I like to do before that event happens, and before we go out for that Aerozep, I mean, like I said, I'm up for the Aerozep job myself, or the Cyborg, either one of those two. But first off, I think we need to get, we need to get our identities scrubbed out of the system and go out, get ourselves redone, and then come back. Does that make sense to you, Mr. Wolf?
Yeah.
Just because I look like an idiot doesn't mean I'm actually an idiot.
Oh, it does.
Oh God! Hey, no,
And
Ripper
to,
scared shit out of me. I didn't even know she was sitting next to me.
That's fine.
Sneaky.
No, and to give a little bit of direction towards this or clarification, toy makers, absolutely, you can go spend money, get a facelift, body lift, like change up your look completely, drop some eddies, look different. Good idea, very clever, and we can do that. But then if you're going to pay money for Ripper to get into the Watson Whammer's charity game to do some roller derby shit, absolutely you can do that. If you and Wolfman are going to play Arm Candy for Knox, go out there and try to do some betting or just see what you can get into there, that can be the plan. But if you want to go check out the Aerozep or the Militech Arm thing, that needs to be the plan. It's basically you're gonna hit. It's been a few days of recovery and getting done, and I'll even add in that facelift stuff like an early morning run, like on a Friday or something. But then it's gonna be Saturday. We're gonna drop into Saturday. It's peak weekend. Everyone makes their plan, sets out on it. You know what I mean? You can't go do that and then go do that. Like you can go do that, but by then that might have already been ransacked or dealt with. You know what I mean? Who knows what that'll be at that moment, and things will evolve. Like I do have. Like these stories are real in my mind and world building, you know what I mean? Like there's things happening. So time is of an essence. So, I'll say that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote for the roller derby myself.
And are we?
Are you paying for her to go, or you're saying pay for her to go and you're gonna go attend?
Yes.
Or are you saying pay for her to go and then you go do? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you all discuss it. What do you guys want to do?
So are we against playing dirty, rigging the game a bit, and or making away with their big bag of charity cash?
Not at all.
That sounds like a very easy score.
They're going to the charity of me, which is the the most important one there is. Fuck them kids.
Yeah, plus it sounds like
cool
the losers get cyber inflation discounts, but like if so like worst case scenario, Ripper gets cheap cyberware.
Exactly, yeah.
All win.
Yeah. Now, since I haven't really met up with my old handler yet, I may actually need to take a little bit of time to go and poke around and see if I can't find any information else or on the on what the contract is paying to find the black AV that we're in.
That's also a good idea.
Yeah, you could.
If whether we need to go to ground or strike back.
Yeah, you could research that a bit. Yeah, a fixer. You have somebody in your contact.
Yeah, because there's a lot of different ways we can deal with these guys who have the contract for the Aerodyne. Like we can set a trap. We can see what they know. We can just set a timer for all 4 of the debt kits. And then basically you do the, you just set autopilot and it's a little bit of 9/11/2 Electric Boogaloo.
Ooh, since we have 3 of them, we could set them off at 3 different locations and make it seem like it's a planned terrorist attack. And
oh shit! I was thinking of just setting all 4 to detonate. Basically, you just set the AV to crash into their corporate HQ and then the bombs go off.
No, that'd be a poor use. That's definitely create a distraction material.
And
if we do,
if that AV blows up, I'll cry.
Yeah.
True.
So,
we have to keep the AV. I mean,
yeah, and
it's your baby now.
And just to give you an idea, those 8d10 times 10 cases and 4 of them, with a good demolition, heavy weapon sort of skill or whatever, these place at the base of a proper building, you could potentially take down a skyscraper with these if they're placed right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're pretty brutal.
It causes a commotion. We take the money from the roller derby place. That explosion goes off, and then another explosion goes off somewhere else, and it just seems like a coordinated attack. And we make out like bandits, and we go back to in city, and New Vegas is just a little blip where we made a lot of money.
Yeah, and then the other thing to remember too when you make these plans is, as you check out news stories and stuff, always refer to the lore that you were given to by Bob in the data cab, right? Data cab gave you that printout about all the different hotels and locations, including Caesars Arena, the stratosphere where Detective Leon's going to go check out Starla, right? So you can always check out those to get a little more insight exactly how these places are run, what they're like, so you can kind of get an idea. Okay, if we're going to try to do this, this is what we might be dealing with. So keep that in mind too. But absolutely, what I'm hearing is the team is thinking about, while Detective Leon is just stuck, he's infatuated, he's got his plan for Saturday night. But the rest of the team I'm hearing is Toymaker's down to pay for Ripper to do the roller derby charity event at Caesar's Arena, while the rest of you pretend to be Knox's arm candy and find a way to maybe rip off the charity or get into some shit there, right?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. No, I think that sounds like a solid plan. Any other thoughts in mind? Any side plans, whatever? And keep in mind, you can do that and then still go check out some of these other things, just remembering that time is of an essence. It might not be exactly what this article says it is by the time you get there. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind too, that everything is still existing. It's just, it depends on when you get to it. But any other thoughts or ideas towards any of this, or anybody else want to, anything else to interject with these ideas before we call a session and I start gathering my thoughts for next Thursday? You know what I mean?
This is what. Go, you first. Go ahead.
I was thinking, okay, for timing, so we have, it's Friday, and so, we would be starting Friday morning, doing our thing, and then Saturday is when everything goes off. That's
yeah, we could do that. Part, right? That way it could give you a day of planning or checking things out or whatever before you actually engage. I like that.
Yeah, and there's always some fungibility or like a moderate fungibility in the time schedule. So, for example, anyone who was seriously considering getting a new face, you could do that. Like you could have done that literally at the same hospital that I was looking at.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Some of these things we don't need to
burn time from the weekend.
Exactly. We don't need to play them out. We can streamline and fit them in where it makes sense, and then get to the real game. The role play and shit. So. Absolutely.
Yeah, and if Docs is meeting new people, ideally we should make repainting the AV a priority.
Yes.
Like that bad boy needs a new paint job yesterday.
Yeah, hear me out. We give it a paint job like those classic like Phoenix Firebird muscle cars, but we call it the Thunderbird.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Admittedly, my brain was going for airbrushed van, so like a pearlescent blue with like a topless Valkyrie riding a frost saber while impaling a goblin with a massive spear.
I don't think there's enough space on the side panels for that.
Yeah.
Good thought though.
Really good thought.
Painted on the bottom.
There's like that Militech like Hercules combat AV that's basically an Apache attack helicopter, but in AV form. When we get that absolutely, but that's for when we get up there.
Yeah, and keep in mind too, when we hit on the Friday, you can do some pre-planning. You can check out some things. Don't forget, there's rules to gambling. You have those cred sticks from Net54. You can spend a day gambling, going around Vegas. There's restaurants, cafes. There's other things in that printout that Data Cab gave you. Don't forget on that page I gave you the link to. So, from now till Thursday, and I'll put it in the group chat on Discord, check out some of those other things. And Friday, absolutely, we can streamline facelifts. We can do some gambling. We can check out the city. You can do some pre-planning. You can stake out the place. You can just get ready for Saturday. You know what I mean? And then when we hit Saturday, we'll start whatever everyone wants to do with these plans. But I think we have a general idea of kind of what everyone wants to do and the right directions. And obviously, we'll improv and see where it goes. But I think I've got enough info to work on some things by next Thursday so we can really set off, Vegas. But yeah, great session, team. Anything else anybody wants to add?
In our time, our downtime for Leon to get healed up and us doing this, would there be a time to go to a therapy parlor or something to
sure.
do a therapy role and kind of unwind and kind of unfuck the psyche from the Cenobite bullshit we experienced?
Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Within those few days, if you're not spending time healing like Detective Leon, you can spend time in therapy. You didn't have to spend that much time healing physically. Go heal mentally, right? Get some humanity back.
Yeah, healing your soul.
Yeah, and then the facelift stuff that can be done in addition to the healing. That doesn't take that long. That's just like a walk and get some cosmetic shit done. Like that stuff's pretty modernized in Cyberpunk. But yeah, and then the other thing too, don't forget Nox. You wanted to hit up your fixer friend. From now until Thursday, if you want to fine tune some fun details with that person, bring that NPC to life in your life path, and then next Thursday you can fill me in on that, and then hit them up, and we'll see what kind of info they can help you with or what they can help you with. But yeah, I think we got everything covered. Anything else? Or are we good to go? I think we're good. All right, chat. Thank you so much for being part of the story. The +2s, I still got that -2. Whoever's tracking the +2s for the team, don't forget that as well. And yeah, we'll start
Write
off.
it down.
Yeah, somebody write it down. But we'll start this off next Thursday. This is our official new campaign for Team Gutter Rats. Welcome to Neo Vegas. This is part 1. I know this was a big info dump, but it had to happen. You know what I mean? You're in a brand new fucking city. There's no lore on this city. I had to create it all from scratch. So it's kind of lucky that we had to take off last week and shit. Like, it gave me extra time to kind of organize all these casinos and restaurants and things. And there's other stuff too, believe me. But yeah, this is the beginning of a beautiful campaign in a brand new city. I'm excited to really see what happens, and we'll get into it next Thursday. See everybody, same place, same time. Bye.
Bye.
Cybernation Uncensored.